All right, Paul Marchant here, owner and co-founder of Social Rank Media Group. I want to discuss social media marketing and choosing the right platforms, figuring out which platforms are the best fit for your business. A lot of people kind of build this up in their heads and, it stresses them out and it gets a little overwhelming pretty quickly, but it's actually a pretty simple process in my mind. 3 steps. First one, figure out the target demographic for your business. What is your ideal customer? What do they look like? How old are they? Figure that out. And then number 2, figure out which social media platforms they're using the most. And then from there, step 3, it's really just going all in on those platforms. It's not as hard as you think it is. Each platform has their own intricacies and whatnot, but really it's just that simple. Figure out what your ideal clients are using, and then start rolling out premium content on those channels to get your store in front of as many people as possible, especially your target demographic. So let's discuss each platform, the top ones anyway, and kind of some of the intricacies of each of them and which demographics may or may not be using them the most. So first would be Facebook. I think Facebook is a must for every business. I don't care what kind of business you have. Facebook has 1.18 billion active daily users. I mean, think about that. Think about how many people around the world are using Facebook every day. So even if it's not going to be your main sales channel, still take the time to set up your profile. And think about this too. If you don't set up your profile, somebody else may steal the name before you get a chance and start rolling out content and pretending to be you. So you don't want that either. So from a reputation management standpoint, it's also kind of imperative. The second thing about Facebook is you can run targeted ads. I mean, it's pretty amazing how you can really pinpoint audiences on there with those. So if you're willing to put a little ad spend into your business and grow your social following that way, Facebook is pretty awesome in that way. And then there's also Instagram, of course, which is also integrated into Facebook. If your business is visual in some way, restaurant where your food, or if you're, selling a product of some sort that, if you're in clothing or anything like that, fashion, then you absolutely need to be on Instagram. Not always a great fit for the B2B space, or other certain things, but if your business is visual in nature, absolutely Instagram too. Next, Twitter. Twitter's kind of interesting because it's multifaceted. It's the #1 social customer service platform out there. It's the top option. So when people are using your services or buying your products, it's one of their favorite ways to reach out to you from a customer service standpoint. So it's good to have a presence there just so you can kind of get a temp on, where your business is kind of standing in your client's eyes in a real-time kind of way. It's also utilized mostly by a younger audience. So if your target demographic is younger, then Twitter's definitely a place to be. But if you're older, then, if you're going after an older demographic, then you probably don't need much of a Twitter presence. LinkedIn, the social media platform for professionals, definitely a must if you're in the B2B space. If you're business to business and your your products or services aren't being used by like an end consumer per se, then you absolutely want to be on LinkedIn. That's probably the best social media platform for your business and in that scenario. Let's see. And then there's also Pinterest. Pinterest is one of the more interesting ones to me because it's almost primarily utilized by women. It's kind of crazy. So if your target demographic is young women especially, then you absolutely need to have a Pinterest presence as well. But those are some of the top platforms. Snapchat's out there too. I know there's a lot of other ones too, but I just wanted to touch on some of the top big boys in the space. But thank you for listening. Paul Marchant. See you next time.
It feels just like it was yesterday. We were in love. Was I falling apart?